What's good, y'all? We're back. Back again. I'm gonna load up the chat real quick so I can see what y'all are up to. How we all doing now? Excuse me. Just give me a second. Alright. 1 second. Alright, we got the chat up. We're gonna be doing some flying today, folks. We're here in the what is it? Let me pull up. Hold on. Alright. Oh. Let me make actually my thing full screen because this is getting really annoying. Hold on. Alright, we'll keep the changes. Alright, y'all, so we're over here in the what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. We're here in that big yellow banana. We're gonna be on this beautiful Airbus aircraft. You might have noticed I got some scenery for Philly. Dropped $10 last night on it. I'm not regretting it. Beautiful scenery. We got some Frontier airplanes right here. We got a Southwest 737. Got some stuff in the distance. Honestly, I could like just looking at the scenery. Glad I paid for it. It's worth every penny. Makes the sim look 10 times better. I actually think we have the let's see. I know we have the UPS gates over there. If we can zoom in over there. Yeah, we got the UPS ramp. Beautiful scenery though. Glad I got it. But yeah. So we're gonna zoom out and just look around. Beautiful scenery. But yeah, we got the Philly skyline over there. It's just a beautiful day to fly, you know. Obviously that modeling's, yeah, it'll get better when it's actually, I might be able to actually, no, I don't really care. I'm happy with the scenery. I'm not gonna kill my frames just so we can look at a city skyline. But yeah, so y'all, welcome to the chat once again. We're gonna start heading down. We're gonna be heading down to Fort Lauderdale today. The flight time I checked was like 2 hours and 15 minutes. We'll obviously speed that up with the sim rate. Let's see. Where's our times at? Would be nice if our times were somewhere. See, flight log maybe. I don't know. Yeah. No idea. Yeah, no idea what I'm looking at. But yeah, somewhere around the 2:15 mark, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're in for a good flight though. So let's get started now. I just want to look at like this scenery is just outstanding. I'm like really glad I paid for it. Let's see, we got the American Eagle ramp behind us. Got some. What is this? CRJs. But yeah, this is just awesome. All right, so we'll head back now. Got XYPC, bro. Welcome to the stream. We're just chilling here today. Get some flying in. I'm just trying to chill before we got cruise season starting back up tomorrow. Had a little break over the weekend, but yeah, we're just chilling. We are just chilling. So we'll get started now. On the pre-flight, make sure, yeah, thrust levers are in idle. So we'll make sure weather radars off, if wind shear off, flaps up, speed brakes up, engines are off. Go windshield wipers off. Those are good. I guess we're all good. Let's turn on the battery. So the battery 1 on, battery 2 on. Then we'll also make sure that, yeah, GPU is connected. We're all good with that. So we'll go ahead and start with the GPU. Yeah, so we'll go IRS align, get that aligned real quick, and then we'll just give it a second to start up. Let's see if we've got any good wing views. Yeah, this is, wow, awesome. All right. We'll give. All right, there we go. All right, so what are we gonna do now? Let's try to start up the APU. We'll turn on the. Actually, no. Before we touch any of that, probably shouldn't have done that. We have good fuel. We need to check. We need hydraulics are good. Oxygen, we're all good with that. And then yeah, I don't see why we can't start the APU. So let's just start with that then. What do we have problems with? Landing gear not blocked. Oh, we have our landing gear. Let's do that. There we go. All right. So now what we'll do is start the APU. Alright, good. AP master switch can go on. We'll give her a couple seconds. And then we'll get that started. Perfect. Alright, so we'll load up our flight plan today then. Philadelphia to Fort Lauderdale. 13 minutes left. You can easily do that. Get out here in time. Let's pull up our charts that we're gonna need. Let's see. Obviously need our taxi chart. We're gonna probably need. Do they? Yeah, we'll throw in the Philadelphia 3. I don't know what runway we're gonna be taking off of, but so it might not matter. It's easier 9 left. Okay, so we're, yeah, I don't even think we're gonna really need this. Yeah. We'll start it. Sure, why not? Alright, so we have that. Then in the Fort Lauderdale, we're on the, what is it? CUDA 3 for runway 10 left. So this is good, and then looks like we have the ILS for 10 left, which I'm fine with. Runway's obviously long enough, just from looking at it, obviously. Like, there's really nothing to worry about. I know the weather's down in Fort Lauderdale's fine. So yeah, we're not gonna, it'll be fine. Alright, so we have our charts all loaded up. We'll go ahead now and let's see how much fuel we're going to be on today. We have 18,367 pounds of fuel. Is this in pounds? Yeah, it's in pounds. So we'll add, so we have 500 for taxi, so we'll just throw in another 500, so that will be about 18,800. We'll just make it 19,000. Have an extra 700 pounds of fuel, right? We have additional. Yeah. I think we can have about 700 extra. So we'll throw that in. Well, let's just make it, because I don't really feel like having it. Alright, we'll do 18.8. Throw on 18.8 for the fuel. So let's get all fueled up real quick. We'll apply that. Boarding, we're going to have pretty much almost a full cabin. So we'll begin boarding now. Alright, so while we're boarding, we'll get our... What should we get done now? Let's check our brakes actually. Let's get the cockpit just prepped up. We'll go ahead. Get the standby gyroscope or whatever. Artificial horizon, whatever. It says landing gear not uplocked. Okay, so I don't know what that's about. Okay. So we're all good with that now, I think. Let's just check our brakes real quick. Alright. Perfect. Actually, let's make sure standby brakes are working. Good, they're in the green. Alright. Then we'll just turn on the pumps real quick just to get the, get this back in the green. Alright, better. Alright, so we'll do that. Let's get now, so we're all boarding, we're boarding right now. So let's just, let me actually get my checklist real quick. Alright, so we're gonna get started now on cockpit preparation. So let's just, yeah, we'll get started now. So we'll go up on the overhead panel, crew supply on. We'll turn on the cockpit voice recorder, test that. Good. We'll give us priority. IRS is already aligning. We'll go strobe lights, set to auto, nav logo lights on. Seatbelt signs will turn off, smoking signs turn on, emergency lights we're armed. Then we don't really need overhead lights. It's broad daylight out. It's kind of pointless. So we're good with that. APU bleed will go ahead and turn on. We probably had enough time for that. It's been 3 minutes. So then we'll go external power off, and we'll go, let's go on the electric, make sure the batteries are all charging, so we'll go turn them off, then we'll go turn them back on, 60 amps, good. And then we'll also turn on our fuel pumps, and then test the engine fire. We're good with that. This side we don't really need to touch from what I know of. Good. We'll also, yeah, that's all pulled. Let's see Philly altimeter. So this was at 1454, so they'll probably have a new, yeah, we'll worry about this later. So we have that, TORs, we're all good with that. We'll check the date, 4/21/2024. 45, good. Okay. Alright, so now we'll get started on the MCU setup. Let's see, so 17th of April, the 14th of May, all good on that. Head back to the menu at so. We'll go to the flight init page, load up that. Make sure our flight info matches. Be Spirit Wings 5:30, Philly to Fort Lauderdale, 2 hours and 17 minutes. Good. Alright, so then we'll go on the init page, init request, get that all loaded up. Okay, we'll also get the winds, wind request. What now? So we'll go cost index 6. Actually, I think there's like a way I can, cycle through the MCU. Alright, so we got cost index 6, and the cruising altitude today is 3,000. Alright, throw that in there. Perfect. So then we'll go, alright, we'll get it uplink. Alright, so it seems like we're all aligned, so that's good. We'll throw in a flight plan now. Philly. What was the departure runway? Was 9er left, I believe, right? 9er left, good. Philadelphia 3, transition none. Then we'll just get rid of, actually we'll wait for that, we'll vector ourselves to this waypoint. Alright, so then we'll go for the arrival. It was ILS 10 left, I believe, right? Yeah, ILS 10 left. On the CUDA 3, transition's gonna be Magic. And then approach via, let's see. If we really, I don't think we have to go. We could probably perform a category, like we don't really need to do the whole holding point, like if we really have to, we could even probably fly a visual approach. So I'll tell you what, we'll go straight to the final descent point, Nova. Let's see. So Novia, insert. Alright, so flight plan's all in. We're not going to be doing engine out because I just want to get out of here on time. Plus, we're in a flight simulator, so nothing for you to be happy. Let's be honest here. So we'll also check our messages now. Alright, so we got a load sheet. A preliminary. Let's see, is this the, no, it's a preliminary load sheet. So we'll just throw in the preliminary load sheet for now. Looks like here's your fuel weight 132.3. So we'll throw that in. And then we'll do our temporary center of gravity, block fuel. Let's see, takeoff fuel is gonna be how much more do we have till we're all loaded up? It's alright, we'll just my gosh. Takeoff fuel once. Alright, so we have 17.8. Or we'll do 17.9. Alright, so we have that all loaded in. Looks like our aircraft's all loaded too, so we probably do have our final load sheet in. If we, yeah, final load sheet. ISO 0 fuel 132.3, takeoff weight 150.5. So takeoff weight. It's our center of gravity 29.6. Can't enter that in. Block fuel 17.9. To be 18. My head hurts from this. My gosh, what? Take off. Alright, so we'll just keep the 17.9 in there, I guess, right? Alright. We'll throw in now the. Actually, let's do our minimum. So we have 17.9 takeoff fuel. Yeah, we'll have enough. Alright, so let's throw in. So the final reserves is going to be 2.5. Alternate is, let's see, 1.6. And then the route reserve is 1.3. Or no, 1.4. Yeah. Alright, so we have 9 minutes extra of fuel. Perfect. Good with that, I think, right? Go H2, that's all entered. Performance. So we'll go ahead and enter in our takeoff performance. I have a feeling we're gonna be, yeah, we're 2 minutes delayed. We'll try to get out here a couple minutes. We'll just sync everything, so we'll calculate that. 147 flaps. Good with that. So we'll send that to MCD. Send that to the MCD, and we should be all good now for our MCU. Should be all set up, right? Yeah. All right. So we'll go ahead now and turn on VHF2. What else do we need? Actually, we'll keep the weather. We gotta keep this off. I think that this is all good down here. Cockpit doors. We'll go lock that. Actually, wait, this is a pretty awkward position. So we'll do this. Lock that. Transponder 200. We'll turn that on. And then, yeah, I think that this is all good. So we'll set the. Let's actually get our altitudes set up. So top altitude's 5,000. Philly altimeter is what? 3027. Zero 25. Alright, that's good. Turn on constraints. And then we'll text our oxygen, and then we should be all good. Alright, so where's my checklist at? Alright, cockpit preparation, checklist, gears and pins removed, fuel quantity, 18,740 pounds, seatbelts on, 80 IRS, nav, right? Let's actually verify that. Which I just forgot how to do. Data. Yep. Let's see. Nav. Alright. Barrel ref 3027, cockpit prep checklist complete. Alright, we're good with that. We're gonna go ahead and do our takeoff briefing now. If anything, we could probably just go directly to, or we could probably fly out and then we'll fly out and then we'll execute a right-hand turn. We'll just direct to Woodstown and then we'll continue on with our flight plan. Alright, so what we're gonna do now is do our departure briefing. We're here at, looks like gate Echo 7. So we're gonna be pushing back onto the ramp. It looks like, I guess it's taxiway Echo, right? And then we'll hold at spot 11, and then we're gonna be going down, I guess, taxiway Foxtrot, make a right onto Kilo, bring Kilo all the way down to runway 9er left at taxiway Whiskey. And then that is pretty much it. We're not going to be taxiing in any hotspots. Let me just see. Aircraft. I don't think we're going to have any problems with remote taxi lane, restricted aircraft. Yeah. I don't think we have any NOTAMs for, let's see, airport data. I think we're all good. Hopefully. Let's see. Alright, so airport, taxiway, yeah, that's a lot of yapping. Wow. I don't think there's any taxiways closed. Yeah, that would be all the way up there. Okay. So we'll be just basically holding spot 11. Okay, yeah, fine with that. Alright, so then for our departure, we're gonna be on Philadelphia 3, climbing the 5,000 after our turn. I guess to what altitude is that? When we get to our, I guess we'll say, when we get to our climb D10, that's when we'll begin the turn. Or no, we'll just begin at 5,000. We'll do that, so we'll begin the turn at 5,000. After that, we'll go to Woodstown, and that will pretty much be our departure. Alright, so we're all good with that. I don't really see any risks besides maybe the city skyline that we have to our left and kind of to our right, maybe. But again, we're going to be climbing at a higher rate, so that should not be an issue. Alright, so we'll go ahead now and get our pushback planned. Just give me un momento. We'll just be doing a standard pushback procedure. We'll go ahead and request the pushback and let's get ourselves out of here. Alright, so we'll go ahead and turn on the beacon light. Verify seatbelts are on. We'll go ahead and let the cabin know that we're going to be pushing back. So do a little call to them. And then what else do we need? AP's good. We'll make sure the windows, yep, they're both closed. And yeah, alright, so we'll just do our before start checklist. Parking brake, set, takeoff speeds, and thrust, 148, 147. Well, we probably should pull that up. V1 147, VR 147, V2 148. Windows closed both and beacon lights on before start checklist complete. Alright, we'll also, just because I'm still trying to get used to this aircraft, we'll pull up we'll pull up the little guide that I use for this Airbus aircraft, because, you know, I'm still trying to learn. I haven't flown this aircraft in a minute, so yeah. So then we'll just go ahead now. Let's see. Nose wheel is steering. Yeah, steering disconnect. So we're all good. We're all connected to the pushback. So we'll turn off the parking brakes and let's just get started now. We're going off block. When time is it? Alright, so 10 minutes after, whatever. Alright, so let's get started. Let's also see, is there a more recent these are posted. We're gonna go engine ignition, and then we'll go engine 2 start first. When we get past actually we'll wait when we face this line, because we got a bunch of, like, I don't want to have jet blast on these airplanes. Which, yeah, we'll start, so we'll go engine 2 start. What does this say? Aircraft release line. Gotcha. We'll also set the parking brake. Alright, we can go ahead now. Engine 1 start. Alright, so we'll go engine mode normal. What now? This is where the real fun begins. Alright, so we'll go APU lead off, AP master switch off, nose lights X taxi, turn off lights on. What else do we have to do? Let's see what, we're all good over there. Let's see, there's a more. They update the altimeter yet, 3027. Yeah, we're still on there. We'll go flaps 1. On the spoilers, weather radar on, predicted wind shear on. There's like our auto brake max. We'll also, let's make sure flaps are, yep, flaps 1 plus F. set the letter trim, transponder verify on. Alright, so let's do our flight control check real quick. Oh. So we'll go full right, neutral, full left, neutral, full back, neutral, full down, neutral. And then we'll go right rudder, jeez, neutral, left rudder, neutral. Alright, so flight controls are all checked. We're all good with that. After our checklist, anti-ice, not needed. ECAM status, check pitch trim. Down. So we'll set, actually, I probably should have set that as 0.3 or up a little bit. Or what was our center of gravity? That's what we're supposed to move off of. 29.6. Alright, so pitch trim 29.6, rudder trim neutral after start checklist complete. Okay. So make sure, yep, nose wheel and steering is connected. Just make sure. Is that our wheel? That's our wheel. Alright. There we go. Alright, it's whatever. So we're all good now to begin our taxiing. So let's just, yeah, I guess begin it now, right? Yeah. I'm just making sure we got everything done, but I think we did. So we'll go ahead and turn off the parking brakes, and it looks like, yeah, taxiing by ourselves. So let's just focus on the taxi out. And then when we get onto taxiway Kilo, that's when we'll begin our checks. That's when we'll run through our checklist. Let's test our brakes. Good. This is beautiful. Alright, so we're here at spot 11. Yep. Perfect. And then we're going to be going on taxiway Foxtrot, so let's look for Foxtrot. Which I'm guessing is right here. Yeah. Should be making a left onto up here. We just got a random car sitting there. It's normal. Alright. So we're going to go through our taxi checklist. So flight controls, checked left setting 1 plus F. Radar operative wind shear on an auto. Engine mode selector, normal, cam mode, take off no blue, taxi checklist. Got a lot of cars on taxiways. I really wish I could disable that somehow. It's like really annoying. Can't tell, is that a bridge in the distance or I really can't tell. I think that might be the Commodore Barry Bridge. It's just like poorly modeled. Alright, and we're gonna be making a left on the taxiway whiskey, so we'll just get past here. This is like a beautiful, scenery package though. I'll give them that. I'm shocked that my computer isn't like dying. So we're coming up on, we're going to begin slowing down just a little bit. Slow down to 10 knots. And then we'll pick up the speed and then make our turn. So here's Kilo 6. We got whiskey up here. I guess this is the cargo terminal. Alright, so we'll turn on our TCAS. Begin this turn. This is pretty steep. Also, strobe lights can come on. Cabin crew's already advised. And we can make this a nice turn. Look at that. Beautiful turn. Alright, so lineup checklist. Take off runway 9 or left, TCAS on, and packs 1 and 2. Oh, I forgot to turn off the packs. Whoopsie daisy. So we'll go packs 2 and 1 off. I think that we are all good for takeoff now, right? Maybe. We'll go landing lights on, and I think that, yeah, we're all good. Alright, so let's go ahead now and just begin this takeoff, right? We'll go in heading mode. Looks like track 087, so we'll go. Well, looks like we're rolling down the runway. So I'll have that on standby. Alright. Take off. Manflex 68 SRS runway under thrust. Apply some downward pressure. Knots checked. Alright. V1. Rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Lever climb, check. Go pack 2, wait 10 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Move that on, we'll turn on the autopilot. And then we'll just begin our climb up to 5,000 feet. My laptop just died, so if y'all are talking in a live chat, my bad. My thing just died, so I probably need that to see on live chat. So no memento. Alright, so we're gonna coming up on our flat retraction speed. Let's see what this Philly series looks like. Probably could look better if I increase my whatever speed. I mean my Alright, anyways, well, we're gonna go flaps up, flaps clean. We'll go nose lights. Oh, I forgot to take off. Whatever. Runway turn off light can come off. We'll keep the seatbelts on for now. Forgot. Oh, spoilers disarmed. And I think that's really all we need to do, I believe. Yeah. Alright, so we're coming up on 5,000 as well, so we'll climb up to 10,000. Let's go 18,000. Then we'll direct to Woodstown. We'll begin our climb up to our cruising altitude. That was 30,000. Yeah. And then when we get to 18,000, that's when I'll turn on the sim rate. Probably should have checked what our route looked like, but we'll look at it when we get to our cruising altitude. Alright, 10,000 landing lights can come off, and then should be able to turn off at the seatbelt sign. We got Key. Welcome to the chat. Let's turn on the seatbelt sign because we're going to be going through these clouds over here. I don't know, they might be rough. Arguably one of the most boring parts of flight. Looks like we got like the moon distance. Alright, we're gonna see how it's gonna come on now. And then yeah. We'll go ahead and, I guess, start the approach briefing soon, right? So we'll make it go by quicker. Let me see how this route, make sure everything looks good. Up on 18,000, so we'll set that to standard. And as promised, and I actually want this flight to go by quicker, we'll set the sim rate to 2 times. Actually, we'll go 4 times. Alright. So now that we're just completely flying through, no pun intended. Alright, we're gonna head over, let's see, what are we doing now? So we'll go Fort Lauderdale, let's see, so we got CUDA 3. Wow, magic. Alright, so we'll go through each waypoint, make sure we got everything in there correctly. So let's see. That's Avid. Alright, so Birdman between 28 and 24 at 280, good. Then Jonix 21,000, good. And then we have Holt 15,000, above 15,000 and 270, good. And then WeHo 13,000, good. And then at next it'll be Mackle above 11 at 260. Then at CUDA we're gonna be 8,000, and then yep, CUDA 8,000. and then everything else is, yeah, just getting ourselves in there. Then we're gonna go to our approach. So water, we're gonna be at 3,000, and then Nova at 18,000, and then yeah, we'll just be on the glide slope 560. Yeah, all right, so we're good on that. I'm all good with that flight plan. Outstar. All right, good. Now we're just cruising. Perfect. Let's see if we got some like. Looks like we're turning. Alright, so I think our cabin, yeah, we were having that problem last time. I remember there wasn't pressurizing right, but we should be good. Alright. So yeah, we'll go ahead now and pull up the METAR for Lauderdale. Altimeter's 3019er, so we'll enter that in. What was this? 1453. 1553. 3018. Good. Oh my days. Oh my days. Let's see, what's this? So, it's like Chesapeake Bay we're flying over. Right? Yeah. Good with that, I guess. Do we need, so flight plan part we're all entered in, rad, whatever. We're not really be needing to use a VOR, I guess. If we really want to, but our nav accuracy is pretty high. I really see why we need it. I mean, this is an RNAV arrival, so that's not going to be important either, so we can just skip that completely. Progress, we'll enter in the runway, so it's be KFLL. KFLL. Good, so we got 683 miles. So that's just going down. What else do we need to do? So progress, performance. So let's do our landing performance now. We'll throw in our numbers. Maybe when we get to our when we get. Let's see. What's our estimated? So we had 0 fuel weight, 132.3, and our fuel on board in Lauderdale's 6.7. So that's gonna be what 138 point. That's gonna be 139. Yeah, so it'll be 139 is gonna be our landing weight. Yeah, I'll put that in. Apply the METAR, we'll refresh it. Get let's say we have good conditions, I guess, right? Alright, so we'll just go low water break. Really want to. Yeah, we'll just go low water break on approach. Make this just like a pretty normal landing. Don't need to overcomplicate it. And then when we come in on 10 left, we'll probably be at Bravo, between Bravo 10 or 12, these two. So we'll probably just take taxiway Bravo in, then turn on we'll turn on Quebec and then bring November into Tango 7, right? Or no, we'll go Bravo, Quebec, and then we'll take November down to Tango 8 and then just enter in and then park here. Yeah. Alright. Man. Should be how much longer is, let's see, top of descent, 1811, so probably about what, 15 minutes if we're talking through sim rate, probably like 15 minutes, so we have that to hang with. So let's just also check our fuel too while we're at it. Okay. Okie dokie. So 1553. Okay. So we'll enter in this. So altimeter is 018. Temperature is 27 degrees Celsius. The winds are 120 at 10. Yep, we'll go flaps full for the landing, and then final what is it, minimums are going to be, let's see, 207. But we're not going to worry about that because obviously I mean, cloud, it's pretty clear. Let's see, what's the ceiling get for water? We have, looks like our, yeah, ceiling's at 4,000, all the way up to 5,000. It's between like 4 and 5,000, 4,600, so we'll be fine. I'm so used to like flying to Orlando, where like I'm used to it taking quicker. Like we're already at Wilmington, I'm used to it being like, all right, we're over Carolina, so we'll be in our descent soon. But
Oh, we got a while to go.
Thank God for sim rate. Thank God. We'll also go through nodums for what we'll do while we're at it. Although, I don't really think that there's, let's see, approach procedures. This is for Arnev. Oh, here's one. Alright, so taxiway hotel between Hotel 3 and Hotel 4 closed. Let's see where that is. No, that. Alright, so, yeah. Really doesn't affect our taxiing route, but nice to know. Yes. Alright then, so I guess then we'll start our approach briefing. Since we got time to like murder. So we're gonna be on the CUDA 3 Arnav arrival with the magic transition. Then we'll just be descending via the SID. First at 24,000 at the Bird Vantage 280 knots. Then we'll be going down to 21,000 at Junnix. At the same speed. Then Holt, we have a speed restriction 270 knots. At above 15,000, we'll be at WeHo above 13,000. Then Mackel, 260 above 11,000. Then Cuda at 8,000. After that, we're going to be going in for the. We're going to be going for. Where is it? We're going to be going to Waynar. Actually, we'll go to BPAC, then we'll likely shorten our approach path, just that way we can get in faster. Because, you know, the weather's beautiful. We can even fly visual approach if we wanted to. But we'll just fly the ILS. So then, after that, we're going to be flying north of the airfield, turning left into what fixture we have. Looks like Wayar. We're going to be going to 3,000. And then going in for the approach, minimums are 207. That's way below the cloud ceiling. So we'll be fine with that. It's going to be a beautiful approach, I already know it. So that flaps are going to be full. We're going to be reverse idle. Reverse going to be idle on the approach. I mean, on the upon landing. And then yeah, so then after landing, we're gonna be going running one to your left. We're gonna be one of these taxiways right here. Bravo 9, Bravo 10, Bravo 11, Bravo 12. Then we'll just take taxiway Bravo all the way down to taxiway Quebec. Then take November into Tango 8. And then we'll be parking at Terminal 4. We'll take whatever gate's open. Preferably just something that's over here. Just something that's close. Are there any questions? Yes. I mean, no. Go on schizophrenia. We'll just maybe pretend someone's right over there. But yeah, so that's pretty much our approach briefing then. We're all briefed. Nothing to be concerned about. We have a company message too. Let's see. This is just, yeah, I get this all the time. Alright, so that is that. We'll be a couple minutes away from our top of descent too, finally. And then also, let's see if our, what do you call it, fuel prediction, so 6.9. So it's gonna be 139.2. I don't think that's gonna really change anything, to be honest with you. Yeah, still have plenty of runway to take, so I'm not really worried about that. Yeah. This says never. This takes forever. Oh, hopefully it'll be a good landing in them. To be honest with you, if we use medium auto brake, I wonder if we should use that, because it would cut off some runway so we don't have to, you know, disrupt traffic and go through here. Probably. Alright, we'll change our, we'll go medium auto braking if we really want to. We could go, yeah. We'll go medium auto brake. Alright. How much more until, like, this top of descent? Jeez. Oh, did not mean the, oh. Alright, so now the plane's just gonna fall off the sky. Yes, right. Where are we right now? How do I get out of here? Look at that. Top descent's already there. Finally. Ugh. Alright, so that's a bid. Right, yeah. So we're like somewhere over here. This is fun to play with. Alright. We're almost to that top descent. Slowly. So we'll, for our first descent, we'll just go down to 24,000, I guess. We'll have that on standby. I'm shocked that, like, oh, there's Florida. Kind of see this is. It's like a wind visor. Not wind visor, but it's sun visor. Any day. Any day. Here we are. Alright. Descent now. And then we'll get out of the sim rate when we get to 18,000. Like kind of like what we did on our departure out of Philly. Wow. I don't think that was supposed to happen, but okay. Might get out of sim rate right now because this thing's like tweaking out. Alright, never mind, we're good. horse. We're gonna need a little more drag, so we'll just apply some speed brakes. And then Holt is at 15,000. Alright, so now, yeah, we're coming up on, what do you call it, 18,000, so we'll turn. We'll set the altimeter, come need more. Yeah, this plane's flipping out. It's all good though. What's the time? 1838. So we'll be in there in about, like, what, 13 minutes? Not bad. We might need more drag if this is trying to. Yep, get rid of more drag. Just speed brakes out. I can never, like, catch a break with these speed brakes. We'll also turn on the seatbelts. Alright, so let's go descend speed 20,000. more drag. Oh my days. Alright, so we're coming over now to 10,000 feet, so let's check the nav accuracy. 0.3, 0.3, 0.2. Alright, not bad, but this one's pretty. We're gonna need to realign when we get on the ground. It is a flight simulator, I guess. But alright. So we'll do that. We'll enter in the LS. We'll put that on. And then make sure constraints are on good, and then flights instruments on. Radio nav. Actually no. And the mode selector on. Alright. And then after, oh, what's that? Oh, speed brake. Oh, nah. That's embarrassing. Okay, so we already got security cabin.
The cabin
already.
is now secure for landing.
Thank you. Set that. All right. So we'll do it. Go ahead and do our approach checklist. Barrel ref 3018. 3018. Seatbelts on. Minimums 207, 207. Auto brake medium, and most likely all approach checklist. All right. So then we'll also tune in the VORs for, what do you call it, this. So let's see, so it's going to be 113.9er. How do I... Does anybody know how to get rid of this clear? Just... Alright, and then we'll enter in the final descent point, so it's going to be Nova 019er, so we'll throw you in. And then Fort Lauderdale, obviously, we'll just keep you in. Or no, we'll do, yeah. Alright. Looks like this city, yeah, got a beautiful city over here. There's our airport. Let's do actually an expedited descent. Because I kind of do want to turn on base earlier for the approach, so that way we can. Because like, look, we can literally see the. We can see the airport. Like we really could perform the visual approach if we wanted to. You know. actually got some cruise ships. Awesome. Alright. So then, all right. Let's get down. Looks like the lowest altitude maybe is 2100. So let's just keep this altitude, I guess. And then if we really want to, we could go down to 20. We could like do like this. Yeah, let's do this. So we'll go 2500. We'll also begin our approach phase. And then we'll direct to Nova now. There we go. And then, no, what, screw it, we'll just go to our, what do you call it? Altitude now. Final approach altitude. Alright, y'all. Let's see. You got anyone in the chat? We got 3 watching now, y'all. Welcome to the stream. We're just landing right now in Fort Lauderdale. We'll see how the landing goes, I guess. Yeah. We're just chilling right now. We'll arm the localizer, and then let's see. How far are we going to be out? 3.9. Alright. On the approach mode. Alright, we're coming up on 2000, so we'll go flaps 1. Alright, flaps 1. Looks like, is that the airport? It's like really bright. Also, I got the landing monitor up here, so we can really see how my landings are this stream. So let's try to lock in. All right. Make sure, yeah, landing lights are on. We're coming up on 1,500, so we'll go flaps 2. Then we'll go landing gear down. those lights set to taxi. Then we'll just wait for them 3 green. And we'll go flaps 3. And when flaps 3, landing checklist, ECAM memo, landing. Oh, we probably should on this one. Alright, flaps full. Alright, ECAM memo, no blue, landing checklist completed. We all good? I think we're all good. So let's turn off the flight directors and we'll just hand fly this in. Or not, wait, hold on. This is where my frames drop and my computer just dies. So we'll just give her a second to load in. Why isn't this? Alright, so we'll now. This is really bright. This runway is like glowing. Jeez. Alright. Go ahead now. Autopilot off. And fly this baby in.
500.
Might be like one of the brightest runways I've seen my whole entire life. Brother.
100 above. Minimum.
Continue.
100.
Light slow.
No, we're good.
40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
Would be nice if that landing monitor worked. 60 knots. Alright, so we'll go. Alright, well, welcome to Fort Lauderdale. We'll take. Alright, we'll just take this exit up here. This runway was like a little bright. That looked a little. We'll go back to that on the replay. That was a good landing though. Kind of. Might have went below glide slipped a little bit, but it's whatever. Alright, so we'll go ahead and vacate the runway, then go through our after landing flows real quick. So we'll just stop right here. Alright, so we'll go spoilers, disarm, flaps can go up, go bring the blindshirt off, weather radar off, strobe lights can come off, we'll go nose lights set to taxi. When we turn off the lights, we'll keep them on. APU can come on, then we'll just give her a minute to start up. What else? We'll go pack 1 off. Then I think that's really all we need to do, I believe. We'll go turn off the ILS. No idea why. Yeah, it happens. Alright, so what we'll do now, I think that's all we need to do, right? Okay. We'll also go TCAS off, and I think, yeah. Alright, so after landing checklist, radar and predicted cheer off after landing checklist complete. Okay, so where are we? That's what we're gonna figure out now. Oh, perfect. So we'll just make that a left. Right? No, we want to be over there, so that was a crappy turn, but whatever. Okay. So it's been 2 minutes already, so we'll go ahead and start up the APU bleed, and we could probably do a single engine taxi in if we would like, just to save some fuel. Our living lights are still on. We should probably turn them off. Alright, so it's coming up to 3 minutes already, so we'll reset the timer. And then we'll go APU bleed. Actually, no, not APU bleed on. We'll go engine 2 off. And then we'll just continue on this taxiway. So we've got some JetBlue aircraft. Yeah, there's going to be that's where we're going to be parking. Alright, so we'll continue into the ramp now. I'm noticing there's like no traffic at all. That's why. Alright, so we have like no static aircraft is what it is though. Like barely see the screen. Okay. We'll just take So we'll take this gate right here, we'll turn off the lights, and then, yeah. And then we'll just bring her up to about right here. We'll go ahead and set the parking brake. Make sure I actually did a decent parking job. Not bad. Okay. So we're good with that. We'll go ahead now. Go APU bleed on, then we'll go engine 1 off. And then we'll just watch the N2 drop. And then we'll turn off the beacon light. Go ahead, turn off the beacon light. We'll commence deboarding. So let's go ahead now. We'll turn off the fuel pumps. Parking brakes already set. And I think that's all we really need to do, right? Yeah, so parking checklist, parking brakes, chocks is set. Engines off, with lights off, and fuel pumps off. Parking checklist complete. Alright, so then we'll go turn off the seatbelt signs, get everybody off the aircraft. And then I think that's, yeah, all we really need to do. Alright, so then I'm gonna just give me 1 second. Beautiful aircraft. This is This scenery is just wow. All right, so give me 1 second, and then we will get back at it again. Just 1 second. Alright, y'all, just give me 1 second. Let me turn my camera back. Where is... Of course, the camera's not working now. Great. 1 second. Alright, so my camera's just not working, y'all. So I'm... Oh. Wow. So my computer's just having a seizure right now. Great. Alright, y'all. So I'm gonna be ending it right here. We just got a flight in. I'm not complaining. It was a good flight. Landing was okay, questionable, I guess, in a way. But to be fair though, the runway looked like it was made out of like. Let's see how it looks up here. Actually, hold on. The runway, like, it was practically like glowing. So you know, that's kind of a factor. But you know, overall, good flight. It's also beautiful scenery too. Oh, wow. Anyways, but yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the flight. I sure enjoyed flying with y'all. If y'all really have to, just leave a like or something. Show some support. I'm just doing this for fun though, so I really could care less. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and yeah.